The following is an interview with Marc from Unito. He is the CEO of Unito and came down to the team conference to check out what Atlassian was announcing. I was able to spend a few minutes with him at team and had this amazing conversation. But before we get into that conversation, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and more importantly, this video is sponsored by Marc's company, Unito. But what exactly is Unito? Well, they offer true two-way sync, including historical data, right out of the box. Their no-code, fully extensible iPad supports around 50 connectors, making cross-tool collaboration seamless. Unlike alternatives, Unito is more cost-effective and effortlessly scales with your needs. Check them out using the link down in the description. And now let's jump into the interview with Marc.
Marc, thank you for joining me from Unito. Obviously, this one is special and sponsored by a great company. So, Team 25, was this your first team, second team?
I know it's probably my eighth or something.
Eighth? Okay,
so,
you're quite the veteran.
yeah, quite the veteran.
Now, what did you think of this team in Anaheim? Let's kind of build up into the
Well,
keynote.
Personally, anything that's not Vegas is nice.
Okay. So this is my hometown. I actually live down the street. So I'm really, really excited to bring everybody to my amazing wedding. So, you got a chance to catch the keynote, right?
Yeah.
What did you think? Initial reactions? What do you most expect?
Lots of product stuff. Man, you can tell that Atlassian is a driven company. I'd say compared to last year was a lot of announcements of coming soon AI stuff, and now we're starting to see a lot of that and a lot of it in parallel. So exciting. That's it.
Awesome. Now, I've been talking to a couple of partners out here, a lot of app makers. Some of the announcements impact them, right, with respect to the app. Any impact to the Unito strategy with all the stuff that got announced?
Mostly positive stuff, because if you heard, there's a lot about the teamwork graph, which is kind of the underlying fuel for a lot of the, because all of the AI features, they really depend on having the right data. And so you saw a lot of the connectors. How do you get data from Google Drive, from other systems, from ServiceNow, from Salesforce into the work graph or the teamwork graph? That's a place where actually we play a role. We can get a lot more systems into the teamwork graph. We're actually going to be one of the early access parts of building those.
Yeah. That's awesome. So that's good, because like I said, some others were like, we're going to have to rethink a lot of our strategy here. Some great positive impact. Next, let's kind of talk about your a little bit more, right? What do you guys do?
Unito's an integration platform that connects services, and basically sync all the other platforms. So if you think of the Atlassian platform in certain parts of the organization, but there might be a CRM like a Salesforce and sales, or working in the HR or finance by NetSuite or ServiceNow, and some of the service business, connect all those platforms so they all get the value of the data of the other. So even if the work is not all happening inside of the Atlassian platform, you can still get it data.
Yeah. So system of work then must have a special place in your heart then. To a certain degree, right?
Yeah, it does. But, we are partners with a lot of these different platforms, and everyone's trying to achieve the same thing.
Right? I feel like Atlassian have strong ambitions that system of works. I don't think they're going to be able to bring everybody into Jira. But I think your company is uniquely positioned to say, look, you don't have to come to Jira. You stay where you are, but let's bring the data in, and we'll figure it out for you.
I mean, they mentioned something, the biggest obstacle to adoption is not technological, changing people. So the more you can get benefit technology without having to change the habits of all the organization, the more you're going to get adoption and results. And the way that we're positioned is really exciting. How do you get value of the feeling of everybody using the same platform without having to force it the same platform? That's where the integration part happens, and especially the bi-direction, which is really our special.
Yeah. Now, getting a tool, working inside of a tool is hard. I think working with APIs within one tool is hard. You guys are talking to a bunch of different tools. Why crack that challenge? What was the driver, the motivation behind
scratch your own niche? Classic story of scratch your own niche. You probably felt we're having to jump around between the different tools, and humans are good at that. They can collate information from different tools. And now what we're seeing is agents can do a lot of that if they have access to it. So it was all about solving the problem. I was tired of collating information. There has to be a solution to bring it in the back down into the systems and be able to act on it. So it's like, someone has to solve this. And I've been collecting a lot of these, someone should solve these ideas for some time. So we tested it out.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel, even with Atlassian going from data center to server, moving data challenging and
Yeah.
thinking about different tools. I applaud you.
Well, I have
for
no hair
taking-
less.
that
It
was
is
a
a
big
hard
cause there.
problem.
Yeah.
It is a hard problem.
It's a very challenging problem. Like getting two tools to talk to each other because there's so many variables, right? And every company has different setup, different commonalities, but ultimately they have some different.
But that's actually part of the fun here. Is that how do you embrace those differences? How do you allow an organization to have different teams that work differently, different workflows, but still connect them to the common kind of teamwork and a way for the organization? So when you think of the teamwork graph they were showing on the screen with all these nodes, we allow you to have some of these nodes, like the Jira sheet, to be live connected to another object in the other system. Any change, things like that. And that's only makes that issue in Jira way, way more powerful because they can actually allow collaboration up front.
Okay. Well, let's kind of wrap this one up. So Team 25, or I don't even know. I don't think we're at the halfway point, but it almost feels like the halfway point to me. I've been here since Friday of last week. So what are you looking forward to for the rest of the conference?
Meeting customers, meeting partners. For us,
We're
it's all
handing
about
these out to
ecosystem
customers
play.
here.
Yeah.
Look here, customer will be passing these out. Scan the QR code if you're 25.
And if you find me, do have a few Unito stocks and dogs.
Awesome. I got my merch. I got my shirt. I got my hat. I got my sock. It's not on me right now, but I got it all. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoyed this conversation from Team 25. And I want to just give another special thank you to the team over at Unito for making this video and this trip to Team 25 possible. If you're interested in Unito's platform solution, make sure you check out that link down below and get your tools connected together so that your team can have a seamless experience working cross-collaboratively. Check them out and make sure you take advantage of that link down below.